Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, viewers from wherever you're watching us from. Is your host, Wima Sports, Germaine Odhiambo.
And Michael Oluoch.
Sit back and enjoy. What a week that was in the sporting world. It was full of action,
entertainment.
Oh my, and so much competition. And speaking of competition,
yes,
the England women's Simon Middleton named World Rugby Coach of the Year for 2021. Simon has been the first coach to coach a ladies team to be named Coach of the Year, and he beat Middleton from New Zealand. He beat Ian Foster from New Zealand and Dave Rainey from Australia to the award, and becomes the first ever coach of a women's team to win the accolade. Ladies, things are working out for you.
That coach has done wonders. I think he's going places. He's done a good job.
Definitely. And more news making, more things making news in the rugby world is the team of the year has been named Rugby Dream Team of the Year. And can you guess?
Please tell me.
Oh my God. The Springboks, South Africa, are thumping their feet strong in the rugby world, and they're dominating the rugby sevens world. And just to mention, 5 out of the 7 dream team, 5 Springboks, 5 players are from the Springboks. This is keeper Sia Kolisi, hooker Malcolm Marx, lock Eben Etstebeth, center Lucanio, and winger Makazol. Oh my, the names.
There's a time I thought that Kenya will dominate rugby sevens in Africa, will be the powerhouse. I thought that it will reach a time when we will be making sure that South Africa are playing second to Kenya. But at the pace at which South Africa are operating, I think we still have a lot of work to do.
Definitely, and I'm loving it because this calls for competition, and sports is all about competition. When South Africa goes up, then for us to level up with them, we have to also compete and get to their level. And this is really great as we get into the HSBC World Rugby Series. Dubai 2 was coming hot, and South Africa again, Blitzboks win their 4th consecutive gold medal and back-to-back championships at the Dubai.
And also, if you look at it, I think Kenya, our graph is a little bit wanting. We keep on going up and down. We cannot stabilize it. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's the players who having a problem, or the technical bench, or the structure, or we need to change our style of play. What do you think?
I think if I compare to last season, we are doing good. If I compare to Dubai 1 and Dubai 2, we improved a little bit. And Dubai 1, we had 10 points. Dubai 2, we had 12 points. So that's a plus. But definitely a lot needs to be done on player. A lot needs to be done on how we play, and the technicalities of the game, and more so how we train. I've been seeing South Africa train, man. They're pushing it hard. It's not that our boys are not pushing it hard. They're really doing good, but it's, as I said, it's all about competition. They're setting the bar too high for us, and definitely we are going to come up strong and compete them next season, I'm sure. I'm sure about that. On to also talking about Kenya Sevens, our very own Herman Humor. That is it Kenyan, man? Herman Humor.
As long as he's playing for us, it's Kenya. We don't want to negotiate that.
In Kijalo we have a Luo word that says Uma. So I was almost saying Uma and Humwa. Yeah. And definitely he made it to the dream team of Emirates Dubai Sevens, along 4 other Springboks, 4 other Blitzboks from South Africa, and 2 more players from Australia. Definitely, Africa is dominating the rugby sevens league.
But that's a big achievement for us. Getting to that level, even if you have one, that's a very big achievement. I think that will propel other players to look forward and work harder towards being in that position where they can be selected.
Definitely, and this gives us hope because the young players are coming up strong.
True.
After Amonde just retired, I know maybe, I'm not saying Injera should retire, but maybe he's almost or is on his way out. And you know, it's good when you see new people coming up and stepping into their shoes and trying to fit their shoes and also outgrow the shoes of the legendary people who established sevens rugby in Kenya. Definitely the standings, South Africa is topping, followed by Argentina and Australia. That is for men with 44, 34 and 32 points respectively, followed by the women's, the Australia back-to-back championship with 40 points, Fiji 36 points and France 32 points. Where are we at?
Kenya, we are working on it.
We are working on it,
definitely.
Kenya is position 8 and we are still hanging in there.
We're working.
I'm sure we shall finish stronger, maybe position 5 or 6. Let's see how it goes, but that's my prediction. And just to let you know where we are at Osoita Lodge. We are at Osoita Lodge, our lovely partner and host. Come and see what they have. It's a really lovely place, serene environment, and tell us more.
This is a place to be. Good accommodation if you want a night out. Very good meals. The view is spectacular. I'm telling you, if you're not here over the weekend, you're missing a lot.
Definitely, and we just seated right behind the lovely pool. Should I
Yes.
dive? No.
Please jump.
After the show, after the show, on to the next sport.
Yes. Football. Oh, I love football. This week there was a lot of ups and downs in football. The game that really shocked me was West Ham Chelsea. I never predicted that West Ham could beat Chelsea, but it happened. You know, sports, sometimes you can suffer from heart attack, but it happens. So West Ham beat Chelsea 3-2. Newcastle beat Burnley 1-0. Wolves went down 0-1 against Liverpool. Southampton and Brighton went for a draw, 1-1. And then Man City, we'll discuss that. Man City got a 3-1 against Watford. And Man U 1-0, Man U 1, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 3, Norwich City 0, and then the game of a lifetime. Arsenal 1, Everton 3, Everton 2. We'll discuss that later. And then I might talk about something so interesting. I was looking at the standings, and it's so interesting. Right now, you cannot afford a loss in the Premier League. Most of the teams, if you look at position 1, is Man City having 35 points, Liverpool having 34, and Chelsea having 33. That means that a loss or a draw will take you down. These three teams have to win each and every game. And then from position 3 going to position 4, it's so interesting because there's a gap amongst the points. Chelsea has 33, and then the next team that follows Chelsea is West Ham with 27. And then from 27 going down again, a difference of 1 point. This makes the Premier League to be very interesting in a way that there's no team that can afford to give away a game. There's no team that can afford a loss. Even a draw for any team would be very vital. Okay, what do you think?
Definitely. And I was praying and definitely the gods are with me because I knew coach was coming to pick on me on our loss, Chelsea loss, and I was really praying, and I'm lucky he never picked on that. Instead, he picked on Arsenal.
No. You know, Arsenal is a big team, so. But I was surprised that Chelsea lost. I was looking at the standings before that game, and I was like, okay, this will be very close. If they lose, they give away the position 1, and he's my friend, so other than the teams we are picking, but I was like, I don't want him to lose, but it just happens.
It is well.
Yes.
It is well.
And then if you go to UEFA again, we had very interesting games. Porto played against Atletico Madrid. Porto lost 3-1. Milan, Liverpool, Milan lost 2-1. Real Madrid won against Inter 2-0. And then, yes, we are going to see how the UEFA Cups progress. But I think, I hope that English teams, at least they're going to go far, they're going to carry the trophy because they're looking good, What do you think?
Yeah, there's, I think the league is now shaping up slowly by slowly, and teams are getting to adjust where they needed to adjust. And so far so good. Man U is coming up, Arsenal is also coming up, and I mean, Man City is still there, Liverpool is still competitive, and Chelsea seems like, I don't know what's happening in-house, but we are losing games that we don't need to lose, we are drawing the games that we don't need to draw, but I know we'll figure it out.
I need him to repeat that part. Arsenal is looking good. Please repeat that.
Yeah,
part.
they're coming up. It's a fact, Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar.
I have been waiting for that. Finally, God works in mysterious ways.
It is well. And viewers, it's coming in hot at Wima Sports. That's why you see me sweating. I have to dry and keep the sweat away.
Chelsea lost. That's
coming
a problem.
Coming in hot.
That's a problem. Chelsea lost.
And definitely, people, sports is a game that's all about community, all about togetherness and Ubuntu. And we saw this in the in the FIBA qualifiers.
Yes.
And where Angola and Nigeria are really, really, really competitive countries, and there's usually lots of thick, heavy rivalry, thicker than Uji. But this we saw a different thing this time. And where Diogo, the current captain of the Nigerian team, gifted an Angolan fan his jersey after a game, and I might just read what he said. "I love Africa," said the US-born Diogo. "I love being Nigerian. I love being the captain of this team. I love playing with all these guys. And Africa has shown me love since the very beginning. I've been coming to Africa since I was a kid to be able to represent this country of Nigeria, to be able to represent my village, to be able to represent the East along with coach Julius Nwosu. It's priceless for him." And despite all this rivalry that there is between the two countries, this is what that fan said: "I am a proud Angolan. This has nothing to do with rivalry between our country and Nigeria in the basketball terms. Diogo is a fantastic player. It's a dream come true to be able to get his national team jersey. It doesn't matter if he is Nigerian and I am Angolan. At the end of the day, we are all Africans." And this is the Pan-African spirit that we'd like to see. And people, that's how powerful sports is. True. And in light to that, we'll be hoping for peace at Wima Sports with African Nazarene basketball team. Stay tuned.
Yes. And talking about basketball in Africa, there's a very interesting competition going on. BAL.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Top clubs in different countries are representing their country. And it's so interesting. This is the second round. And it's looking good, as much as our representative in Kenya started on a bad note, losing to Cobra of Southern Sudan yesterday.
The Team Cobra squad reminded me of, is it Dr. Alfred Mutua?
Oh, yeah, the movie.
He had a show called Cobra Squad.
Yes.
And it was funny how Cobra Squad was an action movie or series.
True.
and they really beat our soldiers,
True.
Lindsay Warriors.
Warriors, Cobra versus Warriors. Yeah, it's so interesting.
And I saw a different roster with Ulinzi. What happened?
Actually, that was a debate yesterday of how the local non-soldiers were not carried, because the team has a few civilians in the squad, but they were not carried. And from what I heard, they talked about the visa, because the venue was communicated to them late.
Okay.
And going to South Africa, the visa takes roughly 1 week. So by the time they were supposed to be reporting for the first game, it was not yet 1 week, so the civilians could not go. And I think that's another reason why the team didn't perform the way it normally performed, because specifically, if I may mention two players, Kayemba and Bosire, they play a very big and vital role on how the team runs their offense and how they engage other teams. And that, I think, was maybe one of the reasons why they didn't perform the way they ought to perform.
Yeah, man. I watched that game. I rewatched it last night. It was.
Yes. You know, sometimes
it wasn't a really good show.
True.
We were lacking in some aspects of the game.
True.
And I think we need to step up. If you know you're going to represent the country in BAL,
True.
level up, people. Level up.
True. And if I look at the results, for us it doesn't look good, because today is a must-win for us.
Yeah.
New Star managed to beat Cobra, Southern Sudan, 76-46, and then Cobra beat Ulinzi 77-67. And then that was New Star played the day before yesterday, and then yesterday it was Ulinzi, Cobra, and then also New Star managed to beat Matero Magic 78-70. So for us today is a must win. If we don't win, we are looking at being eliminated at this stage. And I think that the potential we have to do better.
Yeah.
Yes. If you look at the games, we can be able to compete with them and come out with a win. So for us today, Ulinzi have to win. They have to win. They don't have any other option. They don't have any reason, none whatsoever, to justify the losing today.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yes. Definitely. But shout out to Bush Wamukota. Really played well in the Ulinzi Cobra game. I saw his game. Dominated the boards. Had huge shots.
True.
On the 3-point line, blocks, good dunks at the end of the game. He can do much better.
True.
And let's see how it goes for him.
True.
But he definitely thumped his presence at the Cobra team and told those people that you have to call me back.
True.
Next time.
also, I think that Ulinzi should have more stops in their game.
Definitely.
Yeah, you should force other teams to give away bad passes and make turnovers.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get an opportunity to make easy baskets. If you allow them to score and then you want to counter the basket, it means that you're putting yourself in a very tricky position.
Yeah, our defense was work.
Yes. You need to make more stops.
Yeah, definitely. On to a new sport. We'll be talking about this next time. But this is a new sport called triathlon. You might tell us in the comment section what is triathlon all about. And we shall definitely talk more about this next time. Triathlon is a new sport in Kenya. It's been there though, but many people don't know about it. But let us know what you think about the sport and what you know about it.
True.
What's the difference between triathlon, and is it dupla? Hey! The fourth one, I don't know how to pronounce it. the one where you do 4 sports.
You can pronounce it in Oluoch. We'll understand.
Duopathlon.
Yes.
Yes, it was nice having you guys. Please subscribe to our channel, share it, and also leave a comment section. Tell us which people you'd like us to host in the sports industry, and also next we are going to have a really, really great interview with one of our own basketballers playing for the national team, who has helped steer the growth and the success of the ladies national team.
True.
And
true.
her name is
Victoria
Reynolds.
Yes.
Stay tuned. Don't touch a dial.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Wima Sports. I'm your host, Michael Oluoch, and today we have a very, very nice, talented, gifted, and beautiful guest with us, Madam Reynolds. It's a very nice day. We're in a very lovely hotel, and before we start, I would like to give an opportunity to greet you guys.
Okay, hello. My name is Victoria Reynolds. I was born in the U.S., Fairfax, Virginia. I just turned 24 on last Saturday, actually, so just had a birthday.
Nice, thank you. For starters, tell us about yourself. Tell us something about yourself, your background, your family background, something.
Okay, so I'm sure most people know, basketball fans know my dad, Ben Wanjara. He played basketball at George Mason. My mom also played basketball at George Mason, and then they made me. And then from there, I started playing when I was around 5 years old in like a kid league.
Okay.
And I haven't stopped playing since. So.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, what do you think about your career in basketball?
My career, it's had its ups and downs. I know in high school it was good, and then I was trying to get into college, had ups and downs. Finally, I was recruited by the College of William & Mary and played for them for 4 years, and then COVID hit, so kind of set back my basketball career again. Then I got the call to join the national team. Then the basketball career went back up, and so now I'm trying to see where my next stop will be apart from the national team, which club I can join, preferred in Europe or something like that.
Okay. You're a very great player, talented. I like the way you play your basketball, your IQ level, your flow vision. What are some of your greatest achievements in basketball? One you can say what you remember the most in basketball.
I guess most recent would be winning the Zone 5 Afrobasket qualifiers in what was it, July? Yeah, that was really rewarding. That was the last time I had won a championship since I was 14.
Oh.
Yeah, since 9th grade in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which high school was that?
The high school I went to was in Maryland, right outside of Baltimore. It's called Archbishop Spalding.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the last time I had won a championship, first place. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
For every player who has good memories, you also have bad memories. Which is your worst or one memory that you really want to forget in basketball?
It would definitely be my senior year in college, and we had a game that evening, and we were told that it's canceled because of COVID.
Oh.
And it was our conference championship game, so it was the opener, and then they canceled it the same day. So that was that's how I ended my college career, actually.
Oh, you didn't have the highlights?
I didn't have that championship highlight. So.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You experienced in the national team Kenya Lioness.
Yes.
What was your experience like?
It was so far. It's been great. It's been great. I enjoy the players. I enjoy the coaches. Our last outing, we didn't do as well as we had anticipated, but we're not down and out. It just gave us more reason to come back stronger the next time.
True. I normally believe you learn from every challenge, you learn from every fall,
right?
You get better.
Exactly.
True. What do you think about Kenyan basketball?
Kenyan basketball. Well, I'm new to it, so I'm still seeing players learning more how it's going, but there's definitely potential in Kenya. I can mainly speak from the women's side. I don't know much about the men's side, of course, but There's definitely some players, at least I've seen like from the national team, or players who've trained with us who I think that if this girl was given the opportunity, she'd definitely take it and run with it. So, yeah.
Have you watched our league and see how it is?
The only league games that I've seen has, of course, it's been like KPA and Equity. So like those are the girls who I know more on a personal level.
Okay.
Apart from that, there's a few players from Strath and UON, but apart from that, I'm not too familiar with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. What do you think about Kenyan League vis-a-vis African League, Europe, and even US? Because you played US more than Kenya. What do you think about the kind of play, the kind of system we have, the way our players are handling themselves on the court compared to other leagues?
Well, I would say, well, I can only speak for the US and Kenya. I haven't made it to Europe yet.
Oh, okay.
But,
True.
Kenya is definitely more like grind it out type of play. The athleticism here is through the roof, and I just wish that if Kenya had the type of technology that the US had, the players would be so much more advanced.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
What about the way our players handle themselves in terms of the recovery period? Because we find that most of the problem, the biggest problem, the biggest challenge we have in Kenyan basketball is that we tend to take longer to heal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So compared to US, because US we find that someone has an injury in 1-2 weeks time they're back. Kenya, it takes you like 1-2 months.
Right. Again, that just goes with the technology. I can say in the States we really value, like you said, recovery time and off days.
Okay.
Whereas Kenya, again, I told you, it's a grind it out. You're expected to perform. Whether you had a however long practice the other day, you have a game today, you're still expected to perform. So, yeah, that's one thing that in the States that we do well. If you had a tough practice, say on Monday, on Tuesday, it's not going to be tough again.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you learn that you can take home from the national team?
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the biggest stage that I've played on, the Afrobasket, so I learned a lot. I learned, one, that the game is very fast and that these ladies are very mature. You know, it's different when you're playing in college or in university versus when you're playing against professionals or semi-professionals. So you pick up a lot of skills from them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like your speech. MVP speech. I'll never forget that speech. I think it really touched me in some level because many people write off ladies basketball, actually Kenyan basketball, and then you guys went there and made it, and then you gave a speech that even the guys who wrote us off, we're here and you're here to compete.
Yeah.
What motivated you to come up with that?
I guess it was just an emotional speech, but I meant it because I know when the team was first listed, I think in April.
True.
Again, this is the first time I was ever exposed to Kenyan basketball. I was on Facebook and these other, I guess, forums, and I was just seeing people talk very negative about players and coaches and the team as a whole. And like, we haven't even been given that chance, to either prove you guys right or to prove you guys wrong. Like, at least let us get that opportunity. So I was happy that, of course, it worked out in our favor. That I was able to say what I had been thinking. But yeah, I mean, that was it. People had written us off before we had even started, so I didn't like that, so I had to let them.
Yeah, because in fact, there's a lot of talk about senior players, most who have experience and they've been exposed to playing after they're they're not picked for the team.
Right.
So yeah, you're right. And right now, young players are looking up to you, especially players in high school. Some of even in college, they're like, I want to be the next.
Yeah.
Yes. So what can you tell them?
I would just tell them never give up. Like I said in the beginning, you're going to have ups and downs.
True.
And whenever you're down, just know you can't go any further. You can only go back up.
True.
That would be my main message, and to always train. Like, even when you don't feel like training, make sure you train.
You push yourself.
Yeah.
And I believe that from what you told us in the beginning that your dad was a basketballer, your mom was a basketballer. how much impact they have in you
Yeah.
that made you be who you are right now?
Well, it's crazy because it's not just my mother and my father. It's on both sides of my family. Everyone played basketball. So
Okay.
everywhere I turned, I had someone who was encouraging me, someone who was giving me advice to do something. So like, just having that family, I guess, the family basketball background really helped build me into the player who I am, on and off the court.
True. Well, I think it's true because you're lucky. I've had a lot of interaction with your uncles, with the likes of Moses and Jala. We played together, we played against each other, and it's good. So I think that is a very good foundation.
Yeah, it
So
is.
your kids will also be basketballers.
That's my hope. I hope they are.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, finally, what can you tell us in Kenya that maybe you think we need to do to allow us to get ourselves to that level whereby we can be recognized and put ourselves in the same category with the likes of teams like from Nigeria, Angola? Because I think hearing from you, maybe our viewers will learn something.
Yeah.
Will even try to implement or adapt something.
Yeah. I guess it's two things. They're not too, I guess, too hard. I guess the first thing would be invest in those players who are outside of the country. You know,
Okay.
look for those diaspora, the people who went to go play.
Okay.
I don't know where, in Europe and in America, and invite them back. You know, because then that will also encourage people who are here in Kenya to say, okay, now I want to go and do those same things. And then
Sure.
my second thing would be invest in like the sports science, like we had discussed earlier.
True.
It's kind of new, I think, in most countries, but I was exposed to it maybe my sophomore year in
Oh.
college, and when I got, because I also had a knee injury.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I got exposed to that, that's when my game also went up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those would be my two things.
Okay. Maybe your thoughts about players in Kenya who are looking forward for an opportunity like you've had to maybe venture outside Kenya, go play maybe pro or even play college basketball. What's your thought? What can you tell them?
I tell them it's possible. Just get in touch with the right people, and you will probably be okay from there.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
They go grind.
Yeah, grind. The grind can't stop.
Okay. I think that's mainly our motto. Maybe it works well for us, maybe it doesn't work well. We are naturally fighters. We don't give up. We don't lose hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, what has normally been bugging my head, as much as we're grinding and we're hustling and we're working so hard, how about our skill level? How about our basketball IQ? How about the way we view basketball? Does it match our intensity? What do you think about that? Do you think that the way we view basketball, our skill level, matches up with our intensity on the court?
I think that, again, there's the potential where it can match, because
Okay.
people are very skilled actually,
Okay.
and the IQ is there, but it's in glimpses. You know, sometimes you're like, wow, this player, and then it's like,
It
nah,
disappeared.
it disappears. But then it comes and it goes. I think keeping that consistent IQ, the consistent skill, because again, Kenya basketball is good. It just needs those small things.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we will be like Nigeria or Angola or whatever.
Okay. Now my last question.
Yeah.
I saw you play for KPA.
Yeah.
Zone 5. The game that you guys beat Equity so badly. I thought it would be a close game, but then I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
do you think you're going to play for them in the club championship?
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
I won't say no, but you
Okay.
never know what may happen.
Okay, so we look forward to some highlights.
We'll see.
Okay.
For sure.
I'm looking forward to highlights. It's supposed to come in a few weeks, right? A few weeks time. So
I think it's in January.
January,
I
yeah.
believe so, yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to see.
We'll see.
Yes. Your final remarks for our viewers?
No, I mean, if you're a player, just, you know, keep training, you know, never give up. Again, ups and downs, but you can only go up once you're down, so that's really it.
True. I hope we'll have another opportunity after the club championship. And I'm also looking forward to seeing you play more for our national team. It will be a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, people. It was nice having you. Until next time, we're looking forward to have you as well. So definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when we post a video next time. Comment, share this video, and definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. Not forgetting our partners, Osoita Lodge. Check them out in the social media channels. They'll be right down at the description box. Check out their IG, get to see what they have, their website, and also we'll have their number running down there so that you can give them a direct dial. They have some amazing Christmas offers for you. And come eat some nyama choma, mbuzi from Kiserian Rongata Rongai.
Thank you.